Warning, podcast contains explicit language. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Welcome everyone to the most professional podcast in all of Idaho. Hosted by Joey and Ethan, the Squawk Talk Podcast.
Welcome back to the Squawk Talk.
Take 2.
Season 3, episode 10.
Oh,
If you're wondering why it's episode 10 and not episode 9, y'all missed it. We recorded an audio-only version on our way back from the Kraken game. And that's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Give it a listen.
Good plug.
So we were going to talk today about the Pope. I'm making the executive decision to scratch that.
But here's one for the Pope. Here's a moment for the Pope.
We are not talking about the Pope. We tried. Joey screwed it up.
It's okay because
So,
I'm Catholic.
We're going to talk about something else.
We could have just squawked it out.
No. I'm not going to spend half an hour editing because you're an idiot.
I'm not an idiot.
That was an idiot move.
I walked into one.
You walked us into one.
Yeah, and it was funny.
It was funny.
Yes.
It was funny,
exactly.
but not podcast appropriate. And that's saying something with what we...
Oh, man. We've had a good couple of weeks, though. Let's talk about the draft.
The draft.
Yeah.
The old NFL draft, round 1.
Night 1 happened last night.
So first off, one thing I want to say is I think it's ridiculous that Travis Hunter went in the second round, or the second pick. I don't think he's that good. He's not that good. Also, he's super ugly. He looks like a clown.
Homeboy got beat with the ugly stick, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and a stupid stick.
I mean, I get it. Heisman Trophy winner. Played both sides of the ball. He could be considered.
We go back to the Heisman, where we talk about, yes, it's impressive he has the stamina and the endurance to play both sides of the ball. But you look at the stats, he was mediocre at both of those positions.
Right.
And then he's very insistent that I will not play in the NFL unless I can play both sides of the ball, which they're not going to let him.
I think that he went to the right team to allow them to do that, though.
They're going to let him do it for like a game or two, and then he's not going to keep up.
Yeah, I don't see him
and that's all
covering Tyreek Hill or...
When you're also talking about longevity, you want to play in the NFL for a long time and be someone to talk about? Playing both sides of the ball in the NFL is a bad idea when it comes to longevity.
Yeah, well, that's why no one does it,
Well,
right?
I mean, look at Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, he went to fucking
Tennessee.
Dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Got a great quarterback now for him.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. I could see why he went number 2 overall. Because it's him. But, I'm just glad that Sanders didn't get chosen.
That is. Did you see the whole thing that he threw for his draft party?
The custom, like the
Yeah,
custom room and shit like that. He had the $sign squared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if
And
that's his fucking logo.
No, but people were saying that that's when he's gonna make his money is in the second round.
Yeah, dude, I could see him going fourth or undrafted free agent. I know his brother is. Shiloh's gonna go undrafted.
Yeah, because they're not that good.
Well, it's because their dad fucking ruined it for him.
Why do you think he ruined it for him?
Because he didn't let his sons have a college experience.
Yeah.
There is like a rule, right? You quit coaching your kid at a certain time. And then you find the teams that have had the experience, and like the coaches have the experience to teach kids and grow them. Not, what is the word, nepotism? Is that it? Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. because Dion ruined Colorado. He ruined Jackson State, right? That was Jackson State that he was at before that, right?
He's, in my opinion, I don't think he's that good of a coach.
No.
I think he's only a talked about coach because he's Deion Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody loved Deion Sanders when he was playing in the league. But, like, I'm sorry, I don't want a coach to also have a talk show.
Oh, does he have a talk show?
Yeah. He's got a whole-ass talk show with, like, a co-host and everything that he does.
That.
Yeah. I don't want my coach to have a talk show. I want my coach to coach.
Yeah, I didn't fucking know. Because if you're a head coach, you got to be out fucking recruiting. You got to be doing shit to make your program better.
Yeah, making plays, developing your kids.
Yeah.
On season and off season.
And I get it. Like, college football is so much different now. You got to worry about the NIL, the transfer portal, all that stuff.
Right.
But, dude, you haven't had a good recruiting class. Your team was 500.
He's the perfect guy to get those NIL deals.
Oh, yeah.
He's the perfect guy to recruit. He could be a good coach, but it's like it's his fucking side project or something.
Well, you look at it, Travis Hunter was the number 1 overall recruit or something. It was number 3. Might have been top 5. We'll just shoot with that. Top 5, and then got him to go to HBCU college.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, people want to play for him. People want to play for him for the name.
Right. And so he should use that to be a better coach.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. I don't know. I can't stand Deion. I've never been able to stand Deion.
No.
Honestly. But it's annoying. Because if it wasn't for the fact that those were Sanders boys, I don't think they would have even...
they would have been bench players.
Yeah, they wouldn't even be in the conversation.
No.
I don't think they would have had starting positions in fucking college.
Nope. And now they're getting their uniforms, their numbers retired in Colorado.
For what? Barely a winning season that you didn't even make the college football playoffs?
Not even close.
No.
Not even close.
No.
They're in the Big 12 now. They're in a way harder conference than the Pac-12 ever was. Yeah, they're not anywhere close. They're lucky to be a 500 program for the near future.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them doing Travis Hunter, like I said again, Heisman Trophy winner, 2nd overall pick. I could see that happening. That's a special player that came out of your school. Just that resume right there.
The Heisman. I don't know of any Colorado football players that's ever won the Heisman.
I don't think any have.
So that in of itself is retireable. I don't like Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
But he did win the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to retire a jersey, retire that jersey instead of a mediocre quarterback with the last name of a famous NFL player.
Both of them. They're retiring both of the brothers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Shiloh and Shador. I'm talking about terrible fucking names. You name one after a fucking terrible hotel chain. The Shiloh Inn.
Yeah, I was thinking a dog's name.
Oh, and Shador. I don't even know what that means. Shador.
I don't know. Stupid.
But congrats to Ashton Genty. Going 6th overall.
Yep.
Going to be playing
exactly who I thought was going to pick him up too.
with Coach Pete. It's going to be great for him. Good for him. Hate the fucking team. Hate the Raiders, but good for him.
I'm going to be keeping an eye on the Raiders this year.
Because I was listening to another podcast, and they were talking about NFL draft grades. Did you see that clip by chance?
I did not know.
And they always talked about don't listen to the draft grades because go back and read the 2012 Seattle draft grade.
Yeah.
Because we picked up Bruce Irvin, 1st round, and then we drafted Bobby Wagner, and we drafted Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
In that draft, and we got a fucking F.
Then we went to go on to win the
fucking Super Bowl. Yeah. 2 years later or something like that. Yeah, 2 or 3 years. But I don't know, man. We'll see what tonight holds. The Seahawks picked up a really good country farm boy. Good for him. Out of North Dakota State. I don't know his name. But he a big boy. Get him down in the trenches.
Yeah. Big dog doing big dog shit. Hopefully.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Night 2's tonight, and so on, and we'll be keeping track of where Shiloh and Shador land.
If they land.
What if they get picked up by Seattle?
I told you, and I stand by this, that as long as there is a Sanders on the Seahawks, I will not be watching Seahawks games.
Wow.
I'm standing on business on that one. If we pick up Shador or Shiloh, I will not be watching the Seahawks until they are no longer on the team. That's how much I cannot stand that freaking family.
Yeah.
The nepotism, the mediocrity.
Because you know that Sanders is going to show up.
I'm not gonna watch
Deion's
it.
Gonna show up, yeah.
I'll be done with football. I won't even play fantasy football.
Really?
Yes, I will.
Yeah, you will.
I will.
You can't end where you ended last year.
And I'm gonna draft both of them, and put them on my bench.
Okay. How will that fucking work with fantasy football if you draft Travis Hunter? You're not going to get any points for the tackles that he fucking makes.
No.
Or the interceptions.
No.
So it's just receiving.
He's not a good fantasy football pick because he's gonna be. I'm sorry if you're in the NFL and you're playing defense, and you go to play some snaps for offense, you're gonna be tired. I'm sorry, you're gonna get locked down by the corners.
Yep.
You're gonna be locked down because guess what? Those cornerbacks, they have rest.
Yeah.
They got to rest while you were on the field still. Like wanting to play both sides of the ball, it's cool. I'll admit that. That's pretty cool. But guess what? We're trying to win.
We're trying to win a fucking game.
We're trying to win a game. We're trying to win the season. We're trying to win in the playoffs. We're trying to win a fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, you're trying to win.
I'm not going to have... so he got officially drafted as a cornerback.
Is that what he got drafted
When you look it up, he's not cornerback / wide receiver. He's not wide receiver. He's drafted as a cornerback.
Okay.
And I think that's probably where they're going to put him. But...
I don't know what Jacksonville needs. They need fucking everything.
They need everything, but they need people... You have to rest. I'm sorry. You have to rest. Halftime's not going to be enough if that's the only time you're resting.
And halftime ain't fucking 30 minutes no more. It's down to like 10.
Yeah, so I think it's 15 tops.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not enough time for you to rest. I'm sorry, but we're thinking about the team now. We're not thinking about NIL deals.
Right.
We're not thinking about getting drafted, or winning the Heisman. The trophies you win in the NFL, there's only one that fucking matters.
Yeah.
There's only one that matters. MVP, don't give a shit.
Don't matter.
Do you get extra money for it? No.
You don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Man of the Year? No.
Well, oh, really?
Yeah. Offensive player, defensive player of the year?
Yeah.
No. They're just decoration in your house. The only one that fucking matters is the Lombardi.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but if we're trying to win a fucking Super Bowl, I want my players to be well rested when they go out there on the field each and every time. And you're not going to get that with Travis Hunter, who plays both sides of the ball. Because I said it during the Heisman race, and I said it after he beat Genty.
Yeah.
He is mediocre at both positions. If he would just focus on one position, imagine how good he could actually be.
Yeah.
I think Travis Hunter will do well in the NFL if he only plays one position. If he plays both positions, I give him 2 years before he tears an ACL and is out for the rest of his career.
You're giving him 2 years?
I'll give him 2 years.
Okay.
If he plays both.
That's a while.
Well, I mean,
Jacksonville, they're not gonna make the fucking playoffs.
No.
So it don't matter.
We're only playing what?
Yeah.
18 games?
Yeah. 18.
Yeah, so he's only playing 18 times.
He's
giving
half-assing two things.
Yeah, so I'm giving him...
Imagine if he whole-assed one thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He could be a really good cornerback. He could be a Richard Sherman quality. Or he could be a really good wide receiver.
How tall is he?
I think he's like 6'6" or something.
No.
I don't know.
Well,
Let's look it up.
He looks fucking shorter than me.
He's not. No. He's built for that position.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's
okay.
built. But that's the thing is, like, I don't know. if he's gonna do jack shit.
I feel like he's a lot shorter.
He's 6 foot.
Okay, so he's fucking short.
For a cornerback and yeah.
Yeah, you're going up against fucking DK Metcalf. You're fucked, dude. You might as well be a slot corner. That's probably what he's going to end up being. There's no chance in hell he's going to be going up against some of these tall wide receivers. These big body receivers are just going to run right over him. You know it. I know it. The whole world knows it. But
Jacksonville needs help on both sides of the ball. I could see them putting him in for both sides of the ball for the first season, and then potentially next year drafting an actual cornerback or an actual wide receiver. But I wholeheartedly think if this dude does not commit to one position or the other, he's going to just either get hurt or he's just going to fade away because they're going to draft players that are actually built for those positions.
yeah.
I think he's a good intern player.
Tell you what, dude. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
He's not going to be able to burn out. I think he needs to decide. He needs to pick. But we'll see.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
The Squawk Talk's going to be keeping a close eye on Travis Hunter this year.
Yeah. Yep.
But I've been all over hell and back these last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Please continue.
It's going to.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So for those who missed the audio podcasts, Joey and I, 2 weeks ago now, drove down, and we drove down to Salt Lake. We went, saw the Kraken play, and then we drove back up the following day, played some golf, passed by a couple more days, so I think it was like 3 days. Then I drove to California to go camp in the Redwoods. So we swung by Crater Lake. Crater Lake is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. No skinwalkers, no Bigfoot. We didn't see any of that.
No like voices, no like weird noises.
Nope. Well, we did come across a campsite in Oregon. So we camped in Oregon twice, once on the way there and once on the way back. Drive up a little bit, and we were just driving. We're looking for a campsite. And we found one, and it said Baptist Camp. So we're like, we'll just turn down here. That is just the name of it, or whatever. Found a nice little campsite, set up and everything. We decided, let's go for a walk. So we went for a walk. We were walking, kept walking. And then we walked a little bit more. And then it said Union Rogue Baptist Campground, or whatever. Or church camp. It was a church camp. And there was nobody there. There's nobody in this church camp, and it was windy. As soon as you go down into the little area where the church camp's set up, it's still. There's no wind. It's very quiet. And you know how, like, you go to a church camp, there's, like, the little fire pits with the bleachers where kids go sit, pray, talk.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya, the little kumbaya pits. And the fire in the center looked like it was half burnt. There were still marshmallow sticks sitting on the bleachers, with marshmallows still on the sticks. And then there's an axe and a lump of wood next to the firewood stack. And it just looked abandoned. It looked like somebody left in a hurry.
Yeah.
But there's nobody there.
They Chernobyl it. They fucking left.
There was nobody there, but it looked like there was people there like 20 minutes ago. Right? It was weird. And so we kept walking around a little bit, and then we walked by the main lodge, and the light in the basement flipped on.
Fuck you.
So we got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And we went back to our campsite. We were camping and chilling.
Were you packing?
Huh?
Were you packing?
No, we stayed the night there.
No. Were you packing heat?
No, I didn't want to because I got a double stack, and that's very illegal in California.
Oh.
And so I didn't bring it.
Okay.
I had a nice, like, 6-inch fillet knife that I could have done some stuff with, but I don't really need to pack because I'm built different.
No, absolutely.
I don't need a gun.
But you're in a church camp.
Yeah.
There's some weird shit that could go on in a church camp.
Right. I'm more than likely I can't shoot a ghost with a gun. Right.
You could have thrown some holy water.
I didn't bring any holy water.
Fuck, dude.
Not Catholic. I don't have access to that. You guys keep that locked up pretty tight.
We do keep a lock and key. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so
That's the fountain of youth right there, bro.
It
People
does-
talk about this baby blood bullshit. It's all about holy water.
I don't think that's the case. The Pope did die.
The Pope did die. He died right after seeing J.D. Vance. Just saying.
Yup. Anyway, again, trying to avoid politics on the podcast. So we went and we stayed the night at our campsite, not in the church camp, and that was fine. You know, we did our thing and moved. Started driving up to California, and that was great. California is beautiful. We stayed two different sections of the Redwoods, both equally beautiful, but beautiful in their own ways. It's just crazy driving on the highway. To your left is the Redwoods forest, and to your right is the ocean. Like, I could throw a rock and hit a redwood, and I could throw a rock and hit the ocean.
Did you drive through Weed, California?
No.
Ah.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, it's by Mount Shasta. That's why.
Yeah, no, we thought about going up to Mount Shasta, but that was way out of our way.
Gotcha.
That's another trip, another day.
Yeah.
Then we went back because she brought a film camera, and so we were going to take film pictures of the Baptist church camp. And so we went back there, and it felt creepier the second time.
You could pick shit up on film cameras, dude.
So she took a couple of film pictures, and then we heard a large bang and a crack. Could have been a tree, or it could have been someone.
You said it was still.
Yeah. Yeah. So after that, we decided to leave again. Nothing bad happened. Didn't bring anything home with us from that. But we did have the film camera. We're going to try and get it developed this weekend.
Fuck. You might find some shit on there, dude.
But that was creepy. That was creepy.
Why'd you keep this from me?
For the pod.
Oh, see? There's your backwood squawking.
There's your Blackwood scrocking.
Squid
Cron talking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, no, the whole trip was fun. It was also really funny because, like, on the drive to California through Oregon, there's a dirt mound inside like a pasture, and there's no shit like 20 elk on that.
Yeah.
And she wanted to stop and take a film picture of it because that would have been really cool, but I was so confident that they'd be there when we got back. Because in my head...
You're like, they'll just fucking stay there.
No, in my head, for whatever reason, I was like, oh, it's an elk farm. And, like, as I was driving...
They have those.
They have caribou farms and all that. I don't know if they have
elk
farms.
reserves. Yeah.
And so that's what I thought it was. Because they were, like, posing for pictures. They were standing on this mound of dirt and everything, and it looked so unnatural.
Yeah.
Right? That I was just so confident that they were going to be there when we got back. Like, I was so confident. I was so confident she believed it. And then I remember saying to myself, not out loud, but just in my head, I was like, I guess crazy. How do they keep those damn things in the fence? Because those things can jump. Well, on our way back, she wanted me to make sure to stop to take a picture of the elk. And she's like, I don't think they're going to be there. And I was like, why wouldn't they be there?
She's a smart woman.
She's very smart. Smarter than I am. Very smart. And she was like, well, just on the off chance that they are there, I want to stop and take a picture. And I was like, oh, they'll be there. It's an elk farm. And I said it out loud, and she's like, it's a what? And I said, it's an elk farm. And she was like, did you see the fences? And I said, yeah, they were really short. I don't know how the hell they kept the elk in there. And as I said that out loud, I said, oh, fuck, they're not going to be there, are they? And she's like, no, probably not.
Well, you could think of it, though, like I was saying, as an elk preserve.
Well, yeah, but it definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't.
Was it in Oregon or in California?
It was in Oregon.
Okay.
It was in Oregon. And, because it was funny because, like, I made the comment, I was like, wow, we really haven't seen any wildlife. I was like, that's weird, because, I mean, like, we're deep in the woods in a lot of these places. I was like, I'm surprised we didn't see any wildlife. And she brought the elk up, and I was like, well, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was unnatural. But it turns out it was natural, and I'm just an idiot.
They travel in herds.
Yeah. Well, I'm just an idiot.
No.
I in my head, I was like, it's an elk reserve. It wasn't a fucking elk reserve. It was just elk being elk.
Oh, shit, dude. You know what it was? It was the church camp.
It was
that
like...
fucked you over.
It was like right after the church camp.
That fucked you up.
Yep. The ghosts got in my head.
Hey, man. You said it, not me.
But yeah, that one was really weird. You know what they say, play as fuck up. You know, just because I'm built different doesn't mean I don't make mistakes.
They're very, very minimal.
Oh yeah, the mistakes I made are
They're like
non-consequential.
right there.
Yeah, I mean I'd make some big mistakes, but of the mistakes I've made, the elk is probably one of the smallest.
There you go.
I do feel bad though. It would have been a really cool picture to get, but
Fuck it.
here we are.
Fuck it. You're good.
Just like they say, there's more elk in the field.
There's more elk at the elk farm.
There's more elk in the prairie.
Elk farm.
There's more elk on the elk
Farm.
colony.
It's a farm. There're gonna be cows outside.
There were cars outside. Cows, not cars. Well, there were cars.
It's a cow farm.
It's a cow farm.
There's gonna be cows outside. No, dude. That's awesome that you had a good trip, though.
That was a lot of fun.
Heck yeah.
Been a lot of awards handed out lately for both of us.
From
Yeah, because I don't think we mentioned about.
my wife?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your wife.
My wife. No, she's fucking been killing it. I'm very proud of her. She won. Okay, let's start at the beginning. She got Employee of the Month.
I think it's Teacher of the Month, right?
No, yes, she got Teacher of the Month
For April.
for April, and then she got Employee of the Month for
two
the
separate
school
things.
district,
Okay.
Certified Employee of the Month for the school district, and then she won for the Twin Falls Education Foundation. What a fucking combo. Education Foundation.
The foundation of education.
She won Playmaker of the Year, which means that she does an exceptional job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like over the top of adding fun into
Above and beyond.
her curriculum. And we went to a gala, the Red Apple Gala. Your boy dressed up. She dressed up. And they were talking about this award that she won. And as they were, announcing it, I'm like, you ain't gonna fucking win this thing. I told her straight up. I was like, you're not gonna win this thing. I said, you got those kids whipped into shape so much, I felt like I was watching a drill sergeant. Or what I could imagine a drill sergeant would be. And she goes and fucking wins it. So I'm beyond proud of her.
Hell yeah.
Out of 2 awards that they gave out of that foundation gala, she won one of them for elementary school. So I'm very, very proud of her. And she also, I'm sorry, I'm telling, babe, but she got nominated to be Idaho State Teacher of the Year as well. So we could be possibly going up to Boise and going to that event as well.
Is that something the general public can vote for, or how is that?
She got nominated by her admin, and I don't know how that works.
You should find out, because if that's something that we can push for a vote for, then I can get some people to vote.
And I tell you, I fucking hated school. I really did. And I'm married to an incredible teacher now. I'm married to a teacher. But, no, she is absolutely killing it. I told her to ride this wave as long as you absolutely can. There are going to be the hard days. There are going to be the good days. Take the good days when you get them. And just fucking ride it to the moon, babe. Ride it to the moon. But, yeah,
Absolutely.
so I've been very proud of her. That has been a very, very good thing that has happened this year for us. So, let's hear about you, dude. There have been some good ones for you.
I have had a very, very busy week. Like I told you when we got done golfing today, this is the longest I've been home since Tuesday, if we're not talking sleeping. So since Wednesday. Wednesday, U Gold's Gym was nominated for Best Gym in Idaho.
Oh, shit.
So we went up for the Idaho Best Gala, pretty much.
The gala.
So
Did you walk down the red carpet?
we did. We got red carpet pictures and everything.
Sheesh!
Check out the Instagram. We all dressed up nice and everything, looking good, looking fly. Brought some White Claws, but downed those before we went in.
Ain't no laws, dude.
Hey, ain't no laws when you're drinking the
You're
claws.
drinking them fucking claws.
And then the bar, we got a free drink, because we were VIPs, right? And oh my gosh, I've never met a bartender with a heavier hand.
What did you get?
I got a Moscow Mule.
You got a Moscow Mule, and you got a free drink. That was your choice.
Well, what I wanted to do was like a Long Island iced tea.
Okay.
But
That's
it was
a very, very
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. But I cut it because it has too many ingredients, and it was like.
It has too many ingredients.
Yeah, so they had a menu of what you could order, or it could be a cocktail of 3 or less.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, and I counted it up, and Long Island iced tea has more than 3 ingredients.
I don't even know what the fuck's in it.
I don't either, but it's more than 3. So I wasn't able to get the Long Island, so I got a Moscow Mule because we love a good Moscow Mule, you know.
Did you get the little cup?
No.
They didn't have the copper cup?
No, and it's supposed to be made in a copper cup.
Mm.
But I tried some of the drinks that the other people that I went with got, and one of them got like a tequila, or not a tequila, a tequila and soda water. I tasted only tequila, dude. It was so strong.
You just drank fucking rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross.
Yeah. But while I was there, they were doing door prizes and stuff too.
Hey.
And so like we're sitting there waiting to hear, you know, if we won or whatever, and they're going through like an auctioneer. Going through all the awards and stuff. We were like second to last, so we were there the whole night. But they're handing out door prizes, and Miranda ended up winning like a $200 speaker.
Cool.
So that was cool, like a random giveaway. So she won, and then we won the gym overall. And so that was a lot of fun.
Did you go up and accept their award?
Yep, we went up.
Everyone did?
Yeah, all 4, because there's
cool.
only 4 of us.
Cool.
So us 4 went up and accepted the award.
Give a speech?
No, there's too many. No, thank goodness. I don't like speeches.
I
I wouldn't have given it. I would have made Lindsay give it. But that was a lot of fun. And then the following night, I've worked probably 10, 20, 50, 60 hours this week. I'm exhausted.
You look exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
No, dude, you're built different. You ain't exhausted.
No.
You internally feel that way. You don't look that way.
I need to get paid overtime. That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
But yeah, we went to a something thing last night.
You
it was
went
like
to
a business
job fair, right?
Yeah, it was like no, it wasn't a job fair. It was like a use our services fair kind of deal, right? So we went to the old Shopco. We
So you're
started
trying to service people.
pretty much, yeah, but just like legally.
Gotcha.
That was fun to start off with. But keep in mind, like, so Wednesday night I got home at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So technically I got home Thursday morning.
Did you have to work Thursday?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then, so I worked all day Thursday, and then I went to this commerce thing. And it was so funny, dude. Like, the 3 of us, the 3 out of the 4 that went to this commerce thing was at the Idaho's Best Award ceremony.
Oh, shit.
So we were all, like, goofy tired. It was hilarious. But, I mean, you know, saw the old father-in-law there for you.
Did you introduce your lady friend to him?
No.
What?
No.
Was she not there?
No, she was.
You didn't introduce her?
No.
Why?
Why would I?
Why wouldn't you?
Why would I?
That's a very important person in your life.
Yeah. No, it was funny because he asked, because she was trying to get him as a lead. And so she
was?
Yeah, and he was like, "Do you know him?" And she was like, "No."
Play go play. I mean, you got skin in the game, you stay in the game.
Yeah, you know.
You gotta shoot your shot.
We got the lead. I was trying to get him to join the gym. But yeah, I mean, overall, like, solid week.
Funny.
But oh my gosh, I'm overworked and exhausted. I am so happy that it's the weekend.
It is the weekend. And this is a weird Friday episode.
Yeah,
So
the Weird Friday episode. I do got to do one quick plug for any potential people who listen here in Twin Falls. I just want you guys to know that the personal training department is now doing compression therapy. So after a good training session, we can knock out some compression therapy. It's great for recovery. It's great for soreness. Come check it out. We're starting this Monday.
like a weighted blanket?
No, so it's sleeves that go on the body parts of it.
Yeah.
We got leg sleeves, hip sleeves, and arm sleeves. And basically what it does is you've seen professional athletes use this. It's one of those things.
Do you have the cups too?
No, we don't do cup therapy. No. But you can get a massage after your session over at Sensations, right next door, also owned by Gold's Gym. So if you're
Could
interested,
you give me a massage?
yeah, I'll give you one after the pod, dude. I'll order you up. Yeah, I gotta create a sign up sheet, but at some point, come on into the gym Monday. Put your name on the sign up sheet. We can do some compression and we can talk about personal training, elevating your workout.
Heck yeah.
Gold's Gym. Holla at your boy.
There you go. Good plug. Good plug.
Yeah, I mean I have to.
And as for like
Trying to make kashish.
Kashish.
Oh, I got another client yesterday.
There you go.
Like dirt dog tired, dude. I'm dirt dog tired.
Dirt dog.
I can't even speak clearly. Right? And I'm setting up these compression therapy things with Miranda, and we're trying to figure out how they work and like how I want to set them up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
My fitness profile comes in, and Miranda's like, "You got this, sale. You're gonna make a sale." And I'm like, "No, there's no way." Right? I go up there and I make the fucking sale.
Boy's a salesman.
I mean, if you want to look like me, why not work out with me, right? I clearly know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I did it.
Yeah. Hey, good job.
So, I mean, hey,
Okay.
if you ever feel like you want to do some personal training, big dog, come on down to Goals. You don't have to be a member to do personal training.
I'm good.
Well, if you ever want, I can get you right.
I do my curls this way.
That hurts me. Also, my mom mentioned at Thanksgiving, we were talking about alcoholism.
Okay.
We were talking about alcoholism because they were talking about alcoholics, and I was just...
How come every time I drink a beer, you bring up the whole alcoholism thing?
And
You're drinking one too?
And I was just asking my mom, I said, well, what's your line of alcoholism? And she's like, well, not Joey. Joey's not an alcoholic. She says, I don't think Joey's an alcoholic. So you don't have to worry. My mom doesn't think you're an alcoholic anymore.
So is it you?
No, I'm not an alcoholic.
No, do you think I am?
No.
Okay.
No, so true alcohol. So okay, that's a good question. Like, what do you consider to be an alcoholic? What are some things that you have to do to be an alcoholic?
See, that's when you need it to genuinely live.
Okay.
Like to do day-to-day tasks.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So not necessarily to the point where it affects your job or your life, but it's something that I need to go to sleep or something like that.
No, if you have it, if you need it to do your job, if you need it to survive everyday life,
To function.
then yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at with if you're an alcoholic. Because I thought about it, right? Like, I drink a lot. Not in excess. Like, I don't get drunk a lot.
Right.
But there's a lot of times where I'll have, like, a glass of wine
It's a social.
or
It's
a
social.
beer when I'm golfing
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I don't sit here and I don't get drunk. And I don't drink before bed to go to sleep.
Right.
I used to.
Hey.
But I don't. And so it's one of those things that I don't, because so we were talking about, like, if it starts affecting your relationship or starts affecting your job, and I was like, okay, so I can show up to work drunk, and as long as, like, I do fine at work, I'm not an alcoholic. And they're like, well, no, that's high functioning alcoholic, and I was like, but that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I agree. I think if you need it, or if you feel you need it.
Yeah, if you get that itch to, like, yeah, like you have that itch to, like,
I think one of the
you
things...
get what I'm saying, right?
You have to drink every day. And you have to drink it to feel like your normal self.
Bingo.
I
Bingo.
think that's alcohol.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Weird direction to take it on the pod, but I was just
Little
curious where
weird.
you stood on that.
No, and that was a good topic to talk about, but, damn, dude. If only you didn't say we weren't going to talk about the Conclave.
As long as you don't do any of those jokes, we can talk about it.
Okay, because I do want to talk about it.
Okay,
Because
just
this is like a...
watch what you say.
I will.
Okay, I'm just going to preface this.
I promise.
I'm going to preface this right now.
We're too deep in this episode.
We are sad about the passing of the Pope.
We are.
So what we are about to say may come off as a joke potentially, but it's not. We don't want to disrespect our Catholic brothers and sisters out there.
Thank you.
Because I understand that, this is like a big deal for you guys.
It is. It's a big deal for the world, to be honest with you, because a lot of the world leaders have ties to the Catholic Church.
Everyone does, yeah.
And as a person that has a family member who is a bishop in the Catholic Church, and family that is very staunch Catholic, staunch. Stout is what you're drinking.
Yeah.
A very devout Catholic.
Yeah.
Devout. It has definitely been a tough time, and it's been really interesting, right? Because this is the first time in our lives that we can kind of understand what the hell's going on.
I know what was going on when Pope Francis became Pope.
Because Pope Benedict retired.
True.
You never saw a pope die, though.
Right.
And that was the first pope to retired in like 600 years. Mm-hmm. But now we're going to be going into the conclave. The conclave. And I was reading up some things on it because I want to kind of understand what's going on.
Can I say one thing that I really like about it? I like how there's no phones, cell phones. Nobody can know what's going on in there. There's no outside influences going on in there. But what I really like is how we know when there's a new pope.
The smoke, yeah,
goes from black to white.
Yep.
I think that's so cool.
That is cool. And the shitty part about it all is there is personal agenda that goes into it.
Well, that's human nature.
Because you got like the progressive side and you got the very conservative side.
Yeah, and that's why no cardinal over 80 can vote.
Absolutely.
And I know a thing or two.
That got me thinking. What was the youngest cardinal?
Did you find that out?
Yeah,
you know?
40s.
40, okay.
Was the youngest cardinal.
That's pretty young for a cardinal, I think.
That is very young. But you need a 2/3 majority vote. And then, the conclave will go round after round of voting. And if they don't get the 2/3, they'll do the black smoke. And then, like Ethan said, you get the white smoke once they announce the new pope. But they're thinking that this one could be a different... Like, there'll be a different type of pope. There are two, here in America, 2 cardinals that have a shot at being pope.
That'd be cool. An American pope would be cool.
One from Newark, New Jersey, and another one from St. Louis.
Okay.
There's another one from the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Personally, I think it'd be kind of cool to have a pope that speaks English.
That'd be cool.
Because...
Well, they're going to speak different languages, too.
Yeah, they are going to speak different languages, primarily Latin a lot of the times. But one thing with Pope Francis was that when he would speak, I couldn't focus on what he was saying all the time because I was too busy reading subtitles.
Absolutely. We got the... it would be nice to have a English-speaking pope.
Yeah.
First language, at least. The one from the Philippines would be cool to have an Asian pope.
Mm-hmm. There's another black pope that's...
From Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a couple from Africa that are the front runners. And also someone from France.
No, I don't want a French
I don't
pope.
want a French pope. I'm just...
No.
We're good. We don't want a French pope.
You can't have someone who's inclined to surrender to be the pope.
No shit, right?
So...
But, no, it'll definitely be exciting to see what happens because I just gotta say there will never be another pope like John Paul II. He had multiple assassination attempts. Have you heard about this?
I've not.
He got shot at. You know the Pope Mobile?
Yes.
That's the reason why there was a fucking Pope Mobile. Because dude got multiple assassination attempts. The guy got arrested. He went to the prison, forgave him for shooting at him. The Pope forgave the guy. And got him pardoned.
And then the guy tried to kill the Pope again?
No. And then when he passed away, he went and mourned at the Vatican.
That's cool.
For him.
That's
a fucking special person right there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. The legacy of the Catholic Church is a mystery. Like, there's so much fucking, I don't even know how to say it, lore behind all of it. But it'll definitely be exciting to see what happens.
Yeah.
But,
I'll definitely seeing my brother tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll definitely kind of ask him about some of the stuff going on too. 'Cause I'm curious.
We could talk about it on the pod because I want to know what he has to say about it too.
He's got a lot to say all the time, so
he's a very devout Catholic.
He's
too.
a very chatty person too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, there's
He
nothing
talks
wrong with
a
that.
lot. Yeah.
Love that.
Well,
You're a chatty person too.
yeah, I'm a chatty person, but
Mike Tyson
that's,
came out.
that's
a little bit.
one thing. My brother, oh my gosh, he can talk shit. Like I remember when we were kids.
I see where you get it from.
No, he got it. He got it later in life. So did I. I picked it up definitely in the military.
Oh yeah.
Eric and Ian definitely helped with the shit talking.
Fucking guys.
Because I could never out shit talk Ian. I could out shit talk Eric on occasion. Eric and I were about 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
You could never out shit talk anybody.
That's fine.
You were like, oh, I feel bad about myself. I'm gonna pick on Joey for a little while. Bones.
You were too.
I was too, and that was because you played on my Xbox.
We played on your Xbox. We never played online, so we can never fucking get out of Bones.
I know. But those helped prep me for shit talking. I don't know where my brother got it though, because every time I've brought the girlfriend over to my parents' house and my brother's been there, he will shit talk me relentlessly. So I'm very curious to see how this weekend's gonna go when I'm spending an excessive amount of time with Isaac, because I'm about to let loose on this motherfucker. I'll tell you what.
Tell the people what you're gonna go do up there this weekend.
I'm gonna go see Star Wars.
Add some more fucking enthusiasm.
So
what fucking episode?
So episode 3, my favorite episode of all time. You know.
God damn.
You know, like, if you're not with me, then you're my enemy. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must. You will try. Or, you know, like, don't make me kill you, Obi-Wan. My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must. You know that one?
Yeah.
I'm going to go see that one in 40X.
40X.
Yeah. So that's going to be fucking fun.
That's cool. Are you going to the, is that the IMAX?
IMAX, yeah.
At the one by Twin Peaks?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And then a baby shower on Sunday.
Wow.
Yep.
Baby shower. Can we talk about that, please? Is a baby shower for dudes?
No.
Then why do dudes go?
Because they're invited.
No, the females are invited.
No, I was...
You were specifically invited.
The 2 baby showers I've gone to. So I went to a coworker's baby shower. She specifically invited me. She specifically invited Miranda. Because she was like, if Miranda goes, then I know you will go.
I don't know who this Miranda chick is.
It's my girlfriend.
There you go.
And then the one that I'm going to Sunday is her best friend. And the invite says, men are invited also.
Oh. See, I don't think that a baby shower should include men.
Why? Because you don't want to go to one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honest. If we're being honest here.
I don't mind it. I don't know. Maybe I'm a fucking sucker and I just enjoy spending time with my girlfriend. But normally there's alcohol. So, like, I can sit there and I can just drink.
It'd be nice if there was something along the lines of that for the guys.
Well, what are they going to
Like a
celebrate?
get-together.
You pumped it and dumped it and now you're a dad?
Yeah.
I guess they... No, yeah. We're not getting into that. I'm going to get myself in trouble.
I mean, honest, that's a good topic. Men versus women.
That's a topic, though, that, like, I can't win on, right? Because, like, for a dude, dudes enjoy having sex, right? So the dude pumps it and dumps it.
Pumps it and dumps it.
Rolls over with a smile on his face, and then the woman suffers for 9 months. I can't.
And longer.
I can't spin that to being like that's unfair.
I was talking about
throw them a party.
I was talking about the baby shower.
We don't need a party, dude. We already had our party. That's why they're pregnant.
Yeah. Be like on Kicking and Screaming. So his party was getting the girl pregnant in the bathroom at AM PM. That was his party. That's what you're saying. They should do something along the lines for the guy becoming a dad.
So I could see that because a lot of the times women will get they'll get like nipple cream and stuff like that if they're gonna
Nipple
breastfeed.
rouge. Is that what it's called? Rouge?
No, rouge makes them redder. It's like
rouge.
I don't know.
Nippleopolis?
I don't know. I try to not listen to this shit. Right? I try to not listen to like some of the specific stuff. I hear about it a lot.
Nipple rouge.
But it's not that. It's not that. But like, okay, so but you think about you've been to a baby shower before?
Yeah.
So you know like what women get for the baby showers, right? A lot of the times it's post pregnancy or baby oriented, right?
Right.
So what
A lot
in
of
your
it's
mind,
diapers.
we got to keep it fair, right? We got to keep it fair. So obviously the men's baby shower will still include diapers because I will help out both of them. If it's a single dad, we won't even touch that topic.
Yeah, we don't talk about
No.
baby daddies.
So what does a dude's baby shower look like to you? Like obviously it's going to be baby clothes that are probably for your sports team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um
Maybe some beer.
Can we be honest though? Like, what dude is gonna want to go to a dude's baby shower?
Who, if we're all getting together at like a golf course or doing something.
So why don't the boys just hang out?
Well, it basically would be a hangout, but it'd be because the guy and the wife are getting ready to have a child, and it's something for the guy. Why can't it be a bro hangout for baby bro hangout or something like that?
Baby bro hangout. I guess if the dudes like bring diapers for the guy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then like some.
I like the sports idea.
I do. I like that idea.
Or maybe like get them like the thing that holds the baby in front.
Yeah.
Like on the Hangover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could get some stuff for a dude.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Because it'd be co-ed is so, like, you're just kind of in the corner,
well,
right?
and you think about it too. If you host them on separate days, like a couple weeks apart, then you as the couple are gonna get like twice the amount of diapers, which is super helpful.
Bingo. Well, fuck yeah.
And then like all of the baby clothes that are hosted at the baby shower are all fairly like female oriented, right?
They're from Old Navy. They're from...
Well, they're from all sorts of places, right? It just depends on who
There's
comes.
nothing the guy wants to put on the child,
But
though.
I mean, unless you get a good pair of dinosaur pajamas, like it's not really anything a dude wants. And a lot of the times the dudes get vetoed when it comes to baby clothes.
Exactly.
But if you already have it,
right? We just created the $1 billion idea. Babies are being born every day.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to have a men's baby shower when I finally have a kid.
There you go.
And I expect you to do the same.
Yep, absolutely. Dude, we have fucking diapers at our house, and we're not even anywhere close to having a child.
Why do you have diapers?
Because they're fucking expensive.
So you guys been stocking up?
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad idea.
People say they're going to do one thing, and then they don't fucking do it, and then you get stuck with having the diapers because you bought it for them, and they don't fucking want them anymore, you just fucking keep them.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I thought you were buying diapers because you guys might have a kid someday.
No.
But you've been keeping the diapers because the people you bought the diapers for don't want the diapers anymore. So you kept the diapers because
Bingo.
you could go to another baby shower and give the diapers. You don't have to buy more diapers, or you could just pop a kid out and use the diapers to
Absolutely,
use the diaper
yeah.
stuff.
It's kind of like... absolutely. You hit the nail right on the head.
Built different.
But yeah, that's the $1 billion idea. Bro, baby hangout. Or do you like baby bros hangout?
Baby bro, BBH.
BBH. I feel like we can't do that because there's gonna be something dirty with it.
Well, I was gonna say BBH BYOB.
Big booty hoe.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wait, what was the last part? Hangout? H-O? BBHHO? Baby...
Big booty whore orgasm.
Oh, yeah, we can't do that.
You can't do that.
Can't do that.
No, it would have to be, I think what would be cool would be like, So let's just say it's mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like Papa Powell get together.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And like a gift that I would give you would be like the New Balance shoes. Or like the Air Monarchs.
Because I'm going to be a dad and I'm going to start dressing like a dad.
And the jorts. Yeah.
I could crush a good pair of jorts.
Yeah.
I've already got the dad pose down for pictures.
You just gotta get the dad bod.
No, I will not. I will not. Nope. Nope.
Hey, it happens whether you like it or not, dude.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Before you know it, it happens.
That's because you don't work out. I work out every day.
I'm just saying, man.
It's not gonna happen to me. We have different lifestyles.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Nope. I will never.
When the girl gets pregnant, she's gonna be hungry. You're gonna also eat.
Right. So I'll gain more muscle mass because I'm still gonna be in the gym.
I'm just saying.
It's
gonna be a lot. I'm not saying you're gonna get fat.
I'm never gonna have a dad bod.
At what?
You know, let's put a bet on it.
Everyone that has a child ends up having a dad bod because you become a dad.
Yeah.
There's
no.
Yes.
No, a dad bod is a certain look. You're fluffy.
It's no. It could be a different type of dad bod, but you will have.
Okay, so let's just say I have a kid right now and I have.
Yep, you'll have a dad bod.
So this is a dad bod.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. No, dad bods are.
The
fluffy.
dad bod.
Dad bods are fluffy.
No, it's specific to the person.
No, it's not. No. You look up dad bod, it's gonna be one type of person.
No.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can look it up right now.
Oh, we could do that off camera.
Okay, because you don't want to be wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Anyway, I like the idea. And I think that I will do that when someday if I have a kid.
Same here.
Okay. You got to shake on it.
Shake.
All right.
You see it.
Everybody saw it. Everybody heard it. Make sure y'all tune in a couple of weeks for episode 11. And make sure you run it back. Go to Apple Podcasts. Mm-hmm. Take a listen. Check out Spotify. Take a listen to the last 2 weeks episode.
Yep.
It's a short one, so you don't have to commit a lot of time to it. You know, pop it on, listen, clean the house, and then by the time you're done with the podcast, your time with the chores is done too. So enjoy a nap after. And think of us while you sleep.
Like and subscribe to all of our social media and YouTube page. And that's all that I got.
That's all. And that's a wrap. Peace.